Icefox91111 here. This is a casting call for my animated series called Pack. Now, it isn't really going to be called Pack, but I can't really think of anything else right now. So, if you have a really good idea for a name, just tell me and you'll get credit for the name. So, don't worry. Now, I'm just going to show you all the current characters and just post your auditions as a video response or PM me what it's called or a link to it so I can watch it and I'll tell you whether you get the part or not. And if you don't get the part this time, like I said, these are the current characters, so you can always look for a new casting call and try to get another character, because I promise I will put at least one new character in every single episode that comes out, so people always have the chance. And if you think that you can really tackle a character, even if it's an opposite gender, please try out. And please make sure that your microphone or whatever recording device that you use makes your voice come out very clear, not too rough or scratchy. And this is my main concern. Please only audition if you know that you can be on YouTube a lot, like at least once a day, even if it's just for like 10 minutes. In case I PM you a message about if I need some lines really fast, because otherwise if I can't reach you if I need to, you probably won't be able to get the part. Okay, now I think I've bored you enough with my talking, so without further ado, the current characters. This is an Australian Shepherd named Granger. He's kind of a ladies' man, and his voice needs to be somewhat middle-aged or young, and he's a male, obviously. And he's not necessarily peppy, but he is happy most of the time. And for his voice, I'm looking for, obviously like a guy. But if he doesn't really get a guy to try out for him, if you're a girl and you're willing to try for him, he just needs to sound like a guy. So if you're a girl and you can do like a good guy voice, feel free to try out for him. His lines are in the description below. This is a husky chow chow mix. Her name is Ezmea, and she's about the same age as Granger. She's kind of like a princess. Like, she's very pampered and very peppy, and for a voice for her, if you can sound like a princess, then, you're perfect for her. She has kind of a crush on Granger, so when her lines are in the description below, but when you read them and they talk about Granger, say them as if, you have a crush on him. She's stuck up and a little stubborn, and like I said, she thinks of herself as a princess, so everything has to go her way or she gets annoyed. Her lines are in the description below. This is a beagle named Jessamine. She is kind of a middle-aged beagle, so her voice needs to kind of sound like old and scratchy or something like that, and maybe slightly deep, not like a young girl or anything. Like, if you can do like a deep-ish scratchy voice for like an old person kind of sounding like that, then you'd probably be good for her. She is only in, I think, the first few episodes, but then once the actual pack leaves and gets into everything, she won't be in it that long. So if you don't mind just being in this series for a short period of time, feel free to try out for her. And she's very sweet, and she has the best outgoing personality. And I think most likely anyone could probably try out for her, as long as you can have that voice. And like I said, she's sweet. She's never mean, and she always finds a way to brighten things up. She's never down, or she's never a loner. She's that kind of dog. Her lines are in the description below. This is another husky chow chow mix. His name is Keziah, And he has the same blue eyes. He has blue eyes just like Ezmea, except they're a little lighter. And he has the same pelt design, coat design as Ezmea, except his is a little bit darker. And him and Ezmea, they came from the same breeder, but not from the same parents. So they kind of grew up together. And he kind of has a crush on Ezmea, but obviously she doesn't like him back because she likes Granger. He's very sweet, but he can be confident and strong if he needs to. His lines are in the description below. She is a Bisanji Welsh Corgi Finnish Spitz mix. I don't know if I said any of those breeds right, but whatever. Her name is Rain, where she comes from, but when she gets to them in their pack, they always have really special names, and her name becomes Aizel, or Aizel, however you want to say it. But she is full of drama, and she is full of heartbreak. She's really mean, and she's worse than Ezmea. She's really rude and snotty and stuck up, and that's her kind of personality. I think really anyone could try out for her, but just have that kind of, sassy tone in your voice. Her lines are in the description below. Okay, this was really, really long, so I hope that you listened through it all. And those are just all the characters that are going to be in the first episode. So don't be like, wow, only like 5 characters or however many there were. Because like I said, I'm just going to do casting calls for every new character as they appear, because I wouldn't want to say there's like 40 billion characters and then make you guys have to like wait and then forget who plays who and stuff like that. So that's how it's going to be. And then in the next episode, when other characters come in, I will have another casting call for those new characters. And whatever characters that you are now, you're going to stay these throughout the entire series. Like, you will be these characters throughout the series, and you can't switch a character, because I'm not going to change a character unless if there's something like major happening and I have to get a different voice for a certain character. Now, I extremely feel like I'm like dragging this out, but I'm just trying to get everything in. So please try out for a character, and then if you don't get a part this time, in the second episode, please try out for another part, because there will at least be probably like 5 more characters being introduced in the second episode. So please try out. Thank you.